Okay. So today we're going to start about this J shell, which is a Java shell tool, and it is an interactive platform to run the code snippet, Java code snippet in the form of script language. Means
Okay.
why we use this J shell. The reason why I use J shell is that, like in Eclipse, okay, we run the whole code. In order to
Yes.
run even a single line of code, you need to write the whole code in the Eclipse or in the Notepad, where you should have a class, where you should be import the library, and you need to add a main function, right? But the
Yes.
JShell is like where you can run only one element at a time. Okay,
Okay.
and this,
So without we can run one line also.
yeah, that's only one element means one line at a time. And this is
Okay.
called a REPL. Why we call it REPL in the sense it's a read, evaluate, print line. You can see this. This is a Java Oracle document, and in this you can see it's an interactive tool for learning the Java programming language. And this J shell is actually this read, evaluate, print loop. REPL it's called as REPL, or you can say it REPL. What do you mean by
Okay.
this? Which it will allow you to evaluate a code, declare the statement, write the code snippet, print it, and it will immediately show the output on the screen itself.
Okay.
This is completely based on the command line. Okay. Here we
Yes.
don't need to use any editor like IntelliJ, Eclipse, or a Notepad, right, in order to write the code. And this here you can run the code without the main also, because here you are running it line by line code.
Okay.
That is the reason it's called, means where you run the element wise. Okay.
Okay.
Here you don't need to depend on the complete syntax for running the code. How it is
Okay.
different from the normal program, let me show you. So the normal, when you write the program in the Eclipse, okay, so when we write program in Eclipse, what we usually add it, you need to write a code like suppose import Java,
Dot util.
yeah,
Dot scanner. Or you can
it
star.
dot scanner, or
Star.
you need to write like that, right? Anything is,
Yes.
you can write it,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
correct. And then what you write it, you write a package name, or
Public plus.
yes,
Or you can grade and main classes. Aquila.
let me give you Bhavesh name.
Okay.
Okay, it's your package. So here uh, you give a name class A, and inside that you need to write a public static void main, right?
Yes. String arguments. That brackets also. That is
Uh,
before that arguments.
yeah, both are valid. You can use this one also.
Okay. I'll try again.
Yeah, okay.
So what's the meaning of that brackets being used before arguments and after arguments? Yes.
It's used to accept the command line argument, and here you are not sure like how many argument you are going to read, or how many input you are going to read when you run the program. So this square bracket, see, variable here is this argument. So when you
Yes.
declare an array, so as per the array syntax, it should come with this, right? But I have told you, right, in array declaration you can write a square bracket before also. If you see this array explanation, uh, in both the playlist, Java May and Java June classes playlist, there you
Yes.
see the array class. So there I have explained that you can declare array before square bracket, means this subscript you can declare before the variable name, with the data type, or you can declare with this variable name also. Both are valid.
Okay.
Okay, so you can either use it here also, or you can use here. Both will work.
Okay.
In normal program, when you write in the editor, you need to add a complete syntax, right? You need to add a
Yes.
main function, you need to add here, you need to declare a variable like this a. Okay, so this
There
is
will
the
be
program.
error,
Sorry, yeah.
and now there will be a warning also.
For what?
Warning because you are not using that import java.ut.
Yes, means I have just given you the syntax, like how we
Okay.
normally write it program.
Yes,
You can
that's
remove it, like even if it is giving a warning, we can means you can remove it. And this is the syntax when we write the code in any IDE. Okay, but what about
yes.
in the J shell? So when you write in the J shell,
So we can directly write print statement.
yes, when we write in J shell, which is Java shell, a REPL environment, there it is actually this shell is comes from shell script. Okay,
Okay.
this .sh extension. Have you seen any file which is having sh dot extension?
No.
Means having an extension like this. This is called a shell file, and
Okay.
this shell file will be like a scripting language only. Shell script we say it. So scripting means those language that you can run line by line, like Python. Python,
Okay.
you can say it programming language also, scripting
Yes.
language also. Java is also like that. Programming when you run the whole code at once, and JavaScript, that is called as scripting language. So here, when you want to work with a J shell, how you going to do that? You will going to work like this: a is equal to 2, and when you write this system dot out dot print 2, it will give you the output on the screen. Okay,
Okay.
here we don't need to write the main and all. That's the beauty of this J shell. This J shell will run element wise code, and you can run the code snippet also. Okay, I will going to show you how you can do it and how you can configure on your system. Okay,
Okay.
so in order to configure on your system, what you need to see, you need to go to the path. The first step is go to Java path. In Java, you usually present in your C drive program file. Okay, inside that program file, you have a Java folder. Then inside that JDK, whatever the version it is, suppose 16, for example, inside bin, you need to go, and then once you go to that bin, you just need to type shell file. If this J shell is present on there, it will going to start. Okay, now how I
Okay.
do it? Let me show you. Go to the command prompt, then I will show you the path how you can go to this C drive. Inside the C drive in the program files, you see Java folder.
Yes.
Inside this Java folder, as I have installed multiple Java JDK in my system, because in order to work with a different project, you might need some time latest JDK, or sometime you have to check with the old one. So I use 14th one JDK. Inside
Okay.
JDK, when you go to the bin, just check it, whether JShell file is present or what. It's an application. So see, it is there, right? Sometime you do not found on your system. In that case, you can install the JDK once again, and then you can find it. Like the girl to whom I was teaching the JShell, in her
Yes.
system, JDK 1.4, this was not present.
Okay.
Okay, so this was not present. So what I did here, we installed another JDK and we run it. So here, once you go to this path, okay, you just copy the whole path and paste it here. Once you paste it, just type JShell and press enter. It will take some few seconds to
Okay.
start. If the path is start, see, it is started, right?
Yes.
So can we configure on your system now or will you able to do it?
We can do it now only.
Okay. You can
Yes.
check it in case if you get an error. So let me run any command. Sorry. So you can print it with the variable name just like in Python we do it. You don't need to use the system out print. You can simply type the variable name like here as I am declaring here b is equal to 3. I will press enter. Sorry,
Yes.
add a data type. Yeah. So see b is equal to 3 it is showing and you when you type the name b it will still show you. Okay.
Okay.
Similar thing you can do it in Python also. Let me show you Python also.
So it was saying the system doesn't exist.
Yeah, I'm doing 1 minute.
So just we can print a.
Sorry, can you repeat once again?
So it's saying system.out doesn't exist. So we can directly print a.
Yeah, you can
Like we can
directly.
write print a.
Okay, print a you were saying. I need to
Yes.
check
Print
1 minute. Print is not a method in here. Okay, you can type print to here. So see it is giving an error
a. Okay.
because this is different from Python. You can
Okay.
print it with the name only.
Okay.
Okay, and why it is giving an error on this system.out.print because this in the J shell we are not using any import and we are not using any class and all, even public static void main nothing we are using, right? So this system.out.print means saying that inside this system, inside this package, there is a
Yes.
print function that will going to access it. So as
Okay.
we are not creating any method here, not creating any class here, not creating even a main method here, how this will going to find it out? That is why it is giving an error. Okay.
Okay.
And as I was showing you Python, okay. So in Python also similar thing is there. You type Python. Now only the difference between these two is you have to declare here the data type. But in Python you don't need it. Let me show you. See here, it is working, right? But if you declare same in Java, it will give
Yes.
error. Why? Because Python is a dynamic language. It finds
Yes.
the data type of a variable based on the data itself.
Okay.
Okay, but Java is not a dynamic, it's a static language. However, dynamic in the sense you can do many things in Java, but you need to declare a data type. Without data type, it will not be able to find out what kind of data that particular variable is holding. Okay, so this is the difference.
Yes.
And this Python is also known as scripting language because here also you can run it line by line code. Here the print function will work. If you do it here, print function will work because here there is a no structure called a package or hierarchy kind of structure here. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the difference between these two. Okay, so I'm just stop sharing my screen. You can
Yes.
share your screen and show me. so that we can install on or configure on your system.
Okay.
Yeah. 1 minute, let me make you host.
I can share like this.
Okay.
So now where I should open?
Yes. Open the command prompt.
Java
No, go to the,
CD.
yeah, you go to the C drive. Yeah, open that my computer C drive. See the path. Yeah, go to the program file.
Program file.
Hmm. Java folder. Open the Java folder. JDK bin. Click on bin. Now check whether JShell is present. Not Java, JShell. Yeah, it is present. Copy the whole
Yes.
path. Copy the whole path.
Okay, wait.
Yes.
So until bin only.
Yes, yes. You need to copy till bin.
After this.
After this, no, no, not in that way. You need to type JShell in order to start the JShell.
Okay.
You have just reached to that path. Now, once you type, yeah, now JShell, you come to the JShell environment. Now you type it, correct. Now you type a, yeah. You can assign, you can try with a string data. Take a string value. Yeah, correct.
So what is this symbol?
Yeah, it is showing you that you are running at a line 4.
Oh,
Okay, your output is at a line 4, means this is the instruction 4 output you are getting. You can see
okay.
instruction 1 is integer a2. This is a1 is instruction 2. Int b is equal to 6, instruction 3, and a plus b is instruction 4.
Okay.
Given a single quote, it won't
Okay.
identify this.
Yes.
Single quote or double quote. Double quote you can try.
Single is for character.
Yeah,
Or
single for
single
correct.
will also work.
Just try once JShell whether it is working or what. Yeah. For double it is working. Try it for one because it is for character. So once I need to check it. Yeah. Take your name as Bhavesh in a single quote.
Yes.
Okay, it is giving
No.
error. So it is okay. Unclose character literal. Yeah. No, you try to give in a double quote.
No.
Okay, name. Yeah, you can do these options, right? So this is a
Okay.
very
So
small
why
option.
this is showing in double quote?
Yeah, because it is of a string type, right? Your concatenate option is occurring with a string value, so that's
Yes.
why it is coming in a double quote to represent that it's a string data. You can try.
Okay.
You can assign to the Bhavesh also, and then to see whether you are getting or what
What? So I will get that.
output. You take it another variable, assign a value Bhavesh.
Okay. So I have assigned. This is also value.
Ah, yeah, okay. Here you are getting error because you have taken a single quote. That
Yes.
cap operator will give you idea. Okay. In Python also it will be like this. Cap
Okay.
operator, you know, right? This
No.
this one. Yeah, correct. This is representing, right? So when you
Yes.
see in a Bhavesh name, be just before the Bhavesh, yeah, this gap operator is representing that error is on that line, means
Yes.
on that single quote, single inverted comma.
Okay.
So here in this is called a REPL environment. Means you can read a value here, you can print a value here, you can declare a value, and you can evaluate also the result.
Okay. So next,
Okay. Okay. So now okay, sorry. What you have done there? Name to
okay.
greater than a. No, it won't work here.
First type state saying,
Paired operand type of binary operator. First type Java you are comparing a string with an integer data, right? It is giving you here clearly see that first type is your Java lang string. It means that it is of string type. So your name is string. A is your integer. Then how
okay.
you
So
can
it can compare name to name also.
try it.
No.
Name to name comparison is not possible because here how you
So
can do
there
it.
was something like that. You compare that string to a string. I have done it in C++.
But there you need to use some function, right? Here you are not using function. If you do like this, length dot array equal to greater than or what, are you getting what I'm saying? If you use
Yes.
a length function with this variable name and then you compare with another length function, then you can, it is possible. But you need to check whether length function is working or what here in the J shell.
Okay. I'm trying that one. No. Cannot find symbol.
Okay.
So only this was there in JShell.
Sorry, can you repeat once again?
So only this was there in JShell.
No, many more thing is there. Just stop sharing. I'm telling you how you can means I will going to tell you how you can run the code snippet also. No, you can explore more on this, like a different kind of things you can explore here. Let me show you. Okay, so we have seen what is J shell, what are the different function you can do it, but we just need to explore more on this. Okay, like here, suppose if you want to exit it, how you can exit the J shell? You just
Goodbye.
need to type this exit. So see, you can exit out of that.
Okay.
So it will show you the message goodbye and you can exit it. If you want to
Okay.
start again, okay, okay, sorry, I think it won't work here.
So you have to write Java, JShell.
Yes, I was checking to clear CLC is command prompt.
Mine is working.
For yeah, because I have started a J shell, I think I need to start a new command prompt. Okay, one minute. Okay.
Yes.
Normally this clear command or CLC command, I think
Yes.
CLC command will clear your screen, but I don't know why it's
Let me
working.
write CLC,
Yeah, CLC.
invalid command. So you
You
have to
type.
directly write CLC or slash CLC.
No, no. No, see, one minute.
Nothing is working.
Clear command is working.
Clear. So slash clear or clear
Clear.
with a slash or without a slash.
CLS.
No, clear is
Yeah,
also not
CLS.
working.
Sorry, you type CLS command.
CLS. CLS is also not working.
It will work. For me, it worked.
Slash CLS also is not working.
No, for J shell it won't work. J
Okay.
shell will not be clear. It will work for your actual command form. Okay, let me
Yeah.
show you. One
So you
minute.
were saying yours is working.
Yeah, I'm showing you. Wait. Okay, so this
So for
one.
JSHL, you can't clear the screen.
Okay, so now suppose let me see. Clear. It give error. CLC. It will give error. Now, if you want to remove this,
CLS.
so you type CLS. So see it is removed, right? So CLS command is used to clear the screen. But in J shell,
Okay.
there is no definition of that CLS. That's why it was giving you error, or it was not be able to identify that.
Okay.
Okay. So here in
Yes.
the J shell, now we have seen like how you can, what is a J
Exit
shell, how to configure the J shell, how
and
you
how
can
to exit.
exit. Now we are going to see how you can run the code snippet in the J shell. You can run method also. You can declare a variable as I've explained you.
So why there
So
is a percentage sign?
this one is actually, this one is a J shell when you want to run in some other mode, verbose mode, something it is there. It is
Verbose.
in Linux and all. When we want to run this
Okay.
in the Linux environment, then it comes. This
Okay.
in the Linux also, instead of this backward slash, we have a forward slash. So that's why
That
I've
is
added a forward slash here. But in window, it will be backward slash. So this is the difference. And the percentage sign also will come in the Linux when you do try to do the setup, same one.
okay. So you're using Linux. Linux.
Yeah, sometime I use Linux. You can also do it. You can install this virtual box. Okay, this virtual box, Oracle virtual box, and
Okay.
inside this virtual box, you can import the Ubuntu Linux operating system. So on your
Okay.
same operating system, you can run the different operating system also.
Okay.
Okay, how you
So
do
what is
that?
this Ubuntu?
Ubuntu is the same. The Linux
Ubuntu.
means Ubuntu is an operating system which is based on Linux itself.
Okay.
Where you we need to run the command. It's completely different from Window one. Okay,
Okay.
like how we're going to do this. You install this virtual box. In that
Yes.
virtual box, wait, let it be install it. Once this virtual box will open, you can install the image of whatever operating system you want. Okay,
Okay.
so like suppose here I have added for both Window and Ubuntu. Why I have
Okay.
installed this? So I can do R&D about my project here. So when you
Okay.
click
So
here,
why you have installed Windows? Because you already have Windows.
yeah, I have an install window, but in that window there is some restriction like firewall was disabled by Google. so I can't do some, if I want to do some checking on the product or any project, then firewall won't allow me. So that's why I've installed in this virtual box. So in this window I can do anything. Firewall, there is no restriction of the firewall.
So the interface will be also the same or interface.
Interface is same only, everything is the same, but it is running on one virtual box. It is not running on my system, actual host operating system.
Okay. So after you download anything from that virtual box, it was saying that.
Yeah, and I have installed, I have downloaded many software. I have worked in that project. So this Ubuntu is a Linux base, which is completely based on the Linux one. So you, if you
Okay.
want, you can also install this virtual box. And otherwise, if we left with a time, then I will show you how you can do this configuration. So you can also
Okay.
install this Linux on your system.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So where we were, yeah, I was showing you.
JShell.
Yeah, JShell. We were in the JShell itself, but like
Yes.
we have seen like how to declare a variable. Now I will going to show you how you can declare a method and how you can run it. Here you can
Okay.
see this. You can declare a method also. You don't need to um, use any main method here in order to run this whole um, method here. How we're going to do that? Let's see that. So here I am creating a method string. Inside that I am passing a variable a, okay,
Okay.
and I will going to return it just like concatenate it, because this is a string data I am passing here. It will going to concatenate my data, okay. I
Yes.
will close it. Now once I press enter, the compiler will check whether this method is written correct or not. Then it will give
Okay.
you an idea. Like let me press enter here. Okay. See, it has given the successful message that your method is created successfully. Now,
Okay.
how we call the method? Just
Print
type, yeah, correct, print,
a
and
method.
you need to give the name. So see, it is printing, right?
Yes.
Similarly, if you want to try with other value,
Yes.
let me take, so it is working, right? And
Yes.
why this coming 2 3, right? Because this is
Lines.
the instruction
Line
2,
number.
correct, line number. This
Or
is line
you
number
you
2.
said the instruction number.
Yes, line number you can say it, or you can say instruction number also. Line
Okay.
number, you can't say it. Line number we
Because
can say.
we can write that whole in one.
Sorry.
No, nothing. Okay. Instruction number. Okay.
Okay, instruction number, because you see this, you have completed this, and this is one single instruction.
Okay.
Once you have run this, this is called second instruction that you are
Okay.
running, and this is the third one.
Okay.
So this similarly, you can do it another method, like suppose int
Int.
sum, int a,
Int A.
int b, return,
A into B.
correct.
A plus B.
Okay, you can take anything. What you want?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, anything you like.
Yeah, I have given space.
So if you don't give space, then it will give error.
Yeah, this integer will combine with b, so it will give an error. Do you want to try?
You are. I think the boiler will be smart enough to detect this.
Yeah, let me try it. It is giving error, right? And if you, yeah, one more thing, you just press the page up button.
Yes, I tried that.
Yeah, if you want to bring that back, so you
Or you
can.
can simply do that arrow up arrow.
Yes, same
Then
arrow
also
is arrow button is page up only, I think. Yeah.
page up is different button.
In my laptop, page up is an arrow button, up one.
So there is two button. There is one name page up also,
Yeah,
and one is simple arrow.
but in my laptop it is four arrow. That is
Yes.
page up and page down. I don't have
So other
any.
two are
Other two are home and end.
maybe your layout is different.
Yeah, correct. You want A into B, right?
So it is some not product.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, I can create into some also, but I think it will give error the same. Okay, let me check it. Modify method. Yeah, it has modified. Now sum. Let me pass 9 and 8.
Okay.
So it is
Seven.
giving sum, right? So this is instruction 3, 4, 5. Sorry, this one is 3, right? This one is error. They will not count it. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, correct. So in this way, you can run the code snippet
How
also.
you said? So they will not count that error.
Yeah, in error, this will not be count as an instruction
Okay.
because we are
Okay.
not getting any output of that
Yes.
particular instruction. So that's the reason it is not showing you $4 there. And $4, we are, when you want to print it, when you are getting an output of that, then it will show you that for particular which instruction you are getting the output.
Okay.
So in this way, you can run the several different J shell function. Let me see some other function. Okay, change the definition. If yeah, if you want to do concatenate, you can do the concatenate also that we are doing before, right? By normal using plus operator. With the help of method also you can do it. So
Yes, we did that.
you can just have a link with you. This link you can practice it. This will give you a lot of option to run it. So I'm sending you on the chat. Just save this link with you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I send it to you.
Yes, got it.
Yeah. So this is a link where you can practice it. You can come to know about what is a J shell, how you can run the several method, how you can create it. So why we use a J shell here? Because see, in the company, suppose if you are working as a junior developer, or if you are working as a even if you are senior one, then in order to check the method, you don't need to run Eclipse every time. You can run your
Okay.
method on the J shell. You can see whether it is working fine or not when you are passing a parameter. And if it is working fine, then you can implement it or in the Eclipse or any IDE. You
Okay.
don't need to write the whole code from the package, import, class, main method, every syntax in order to just check a simple method.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do not specify any value, yeah, you can replace the value also that we have seen, right? Means when I create the same method, it has modified
Yes.
the previous one. So that also possible, which is similar to like a Python also. In
Okay.
Python also, you can reinitialize the value. So suppose if x is equal to 45 and you declare it as a string x, so that variable, that value that you initialize to that x 45, will get replaced when you change the data type of that.
Okay.
Similarly, you can perform any operation like mathematical operation if you want to perform. Like here you can see return the value. So this one also I have shown in the video. If you want, you can see that also. And or let's try here also. Why not we try here? So here let me come to that.
Okay.
Okay. Now here if you want to create another method, double uh, maths expression,
Okay.
and you will going to pass a value. You can see it here. You can means you can call another method also here. Okay, as they are calling here, you can call here also. So that's only I'm trying to do it here. Double math expression, double radius, uh, so suppose I want to divide to 5.0 by 3.0 into 3.14 into 67 into I will going to call a method cube, and I will going to pass same radius, and I will going to run radius also. Means I will going to
Okay.
multiply it. Oh sorry, any error? What am I
Missing return statement. You did not return that.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Return 5.
Yes. Now I will going to
Math expression.
yeah. So I will going to some maths expression. Correct spelling. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me any
Triple nine.
999.
Yes.
So it will give 3.49. How it is? 999 will have a long value, right?
Okay. So just do 3.
2840. Why? Okay, let me check it. Why for 999 it is giving less value?
Because it is a huge number. For 3, it is giving 28,000. So
Yeah,
for you, triple nine, you think how much it
I
will give?
think it will not come under double, some long double or something. We need to take it. Is there
Yes,
any?
because E is also coming. So
Yeah,
E
correct.
is,
Yes. Oh,
so
yeah,
there are
sorry.
14 zeros.
Yes, sorry. Correct. E14 means 10 to the power 14 here. Okay, that's why it is showing small. E14 means here 10 to the power 14.
Yes. So you did not see that.
Yeah, no, I did not see that.
Okay.
So it will be 10 to the power 14. That's why this value 3.14 is showing small. So it will be something like this. Yeah, you are writing something.
No, no.
Okay. So it will be something like this. E14 means 10 to the power 14. When you
14.
multiply this with, you will get that. That's why we are getting with these three value such a
So
long.
why they write the 10 to power 14, but they could simply write this number.
Yeah, because this 10 to the power 14 means 14 zero. It will, they can't add it here. It will become
But
so
it
long.
is 3 point, so 14 numbers after that.
Yeah. Okay, 1 minute. Two,
So
four, 6, 8, 10, 12,
12,
14. See, 2 to 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
12, 14,
14, 15 it is there,
15.
right?
Yes.
E 14.
So this number point 3.
1 minute. So 3.4923 e to the power 14 means 10 to the power 14. 10 to the power 14 when you do it, divide by this. So 10 to the power 14. So as you multiply it. Yeah, when you multiply this e to the power, this all will go back and at the end you will get dot 3, right?
Yes. Like,
Yeah, but this value won't come on the screen. That's why the short representation they use e to the power 14 because your
but it is
compiler,
coming on screen only.
yeah, coming on the screen, but your compiler they have some restriction, right? Compiler they take it some value which are beyond its range, then they will act it as a e to the power 14. Even if you check
Okay.
for the double data type, you can, I can show you 1 minute.
So if you write long double,
Just 1 minute. Ranges, I'm looking for the range. Okay, 64-bit IEEE 754 floating point. Okay, 1 minute, let me check it. See, it is also taking e to the 3 at, right? Why
yes.
it is taking this e? Because these are very long values. So by default, your compiler, they take it in this E38 or E.14 itself. Because
Okay.
means instead of adding those long value, they take this representation like E.38 or what. Okay, 1 minute. Let me check this image. Yeah, see this. Most of the data type,
This is float.
yeah, this is float, but this is double also, right? E
Yes.
minus 324 means 4.9 into 10 to the power minus 324. Similarly, you can write it down like this also, but see this value
So
will
why they have
represent
used E? There is no number after that.
E, they have used it so that you can represent it as a 10 to the power 308
So that is plus.
plus 308. Here
So
E,
that is this number plus 308 or E in.
no, no,
So,
E to
so
the
E
power.
will be like this only. 108 not plus.
Sorry, can you just write down once again?
So E will be like this only. E108, not E
Mm,
plus 108.
no, no, but here it is telling you that this is positive value and this is the
Okay.
negative value. The ranges from E minus 3 to 4 means 10 to the power minus 3 to 4 to 10 to the
Okay.
power
So
308.
because this is negative, so that's why they have used
Yeah,
positive
that's
here.
why they have added here. Here also you
Okay.
can see wherever the negative values are there, they are adding positive. This is minus 45, this is plus 38. But here if you
Okay.
see on this long integer and all, They haven't used it even after having long value. Why it is? Because for floating point value, when the value become either too small that the compiler difficult to understand, or when the value become too large to handle, because there is some memory restriction, right? You 32-bit means, do you know what is mean by that? 32-bit means you have a 32 cell. Each cell
Yes.
is of 1 bit where you are holding the data. So
Yes.
if it become long, how you are going to save it? So in that case, we use this representation so that in the cell you can save it like this. Suppose this is your cell and you have divided into, suppose, 32 part, right? So suppose in the end one, you will write like this. In one it will come e, that is your tens power 10, and then you will write this, suppose 38 minus 38, it means that 10 to the power 38. Similarly, for positive value, if you are working with the integer data, then we don't need to add a positive one. But
Okay.
this float and double, the ranges start from negative to positive. That's why we add minus, and at the end we add positive plus also. Okay, are you getting?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the complete representation, like how we work on that. If you want, you can go through this variable uh, Java
Yes,
or
I
Apple.
have that.
Yeah. So you can go through this about this is very important because we need to know what is the default value of the variable. These are the default value, and this usually asks sometime in interview we get confused. So this is a default value, and we replace it when we initialize any
Yes.
value. Like suppose in the program you write a is equal to 2, so this a is equal to 2 will replace this 0 in the memory of the default value of the variable.
Okay.
Okay, so will you practice this today, these programs?
I'll try. So I should try on. So I can try on Ellipse also, or it will only work on command prompt.
uh, it will work on only command prompt. You can't use means in Eclipse you
JShell
can't.
on
Yeah,
Ellipse.
yes. So you can't run this like, yeah, exception handling also you can do it, like divide 50 like this. And one more thing, yeah, I forgot to tell you. Suppose if
Yes.
you want to check it, what are the command that you have run till now? This list will give you the set of all the instruction that you did till now. So it will
Okay.
show you. Do you see this? How we
Got it.
create this and all, it will show you. Similarly,
Yes.
there are other command also that are helpful here. What are those command? Several commands are there. You can use this. Yeah. If you want to see how many number of variable you have declared, how many method you have declared, then you can use this command. So let me
Okay.
show you. Uh, Always remember to use forward slash. So see, these are the different variable that you have used. Similarly, if you want to check it for methods, you can see the method.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes.
So this is where you can do it in a J shell. You can play with a J shell. And as I said you, the use case of J shell is that you don't need to use an Eclipse in order to check every method. Just like we have checked this math expression run, right? Right? This math
Yes.
expression, if you want to check it on your system without creating or writing the whole class, main method, importing the package, you can just open the J shell, run this, because J shell means is scripting base. You once you start keeping the habit of running on a J shell, you will more get familiar with the Linux command, and you will get habitual with the working with the Linux or command prompt. This command prompt is based on DOS operating system, DOS, that will give you an idea like how you can run step by step, or how you can run element wise code, Java code.
Okay.
Okay, so it's very simple, not a difficult. Just follow this Oracle document, command editing external code, so you will get learn what are those different command. And if you have any doubt, anything is not clear, then in the next class when we connect, you can ask me there. You can create
Okay.
a class also here. Just write class C in text, and you can see this. Okay, so class also you can create it, but the use case, as I said you, if you are creating class also here, then see, whatever we do it in the Eclipse, we can do it here also with some limitation or restriction, but we can do
Okay.
it. So you can go through this document and try working on that. Normally when we want to develop a whole package, okay, when you want to develop the whole project, then we go for this Eclipse or
Okay.
any IDE. When I said you like you want to develop the whole project for me, so Eclipse will make you easy to package the whole Java files around 10 to 15. If I say you I want to only test one module, or if I say I want to test only one function, then you can use a JShell. It based on
Okay.
requirement. Okay, so both are having their own importance. And JShell as at YF is added in the course, so that you should be get habitual with the command prompt, how to run on command, how you can run code by code and check it.
Yes.
Okay, so if you have any query, anything, just have a look on this video. It will be clear to you. If anything is not clear, then just note down the question. In the next class I will answer all those questions. Okay,
Okay.
and from the next class, if you don't have any
Yes.
question, then we will go through this
Lead code.
data structure lead code. And I'm preparing a assignment also. I will send it to you
Okay.
in 1 or 2 days.
Okay.
Okay, so is it clear?
Yes.
Any
Yes.
question?
No, not it.
Okay, practice it. Okay, means
Okay.
as we are at the end of the course,
Yes.
so practice this more and more. Ask me more question if you have anything on, anything is not clear, note down the question, send me
Okay.
on the Trello, and practice it whenever you free, so that you will be in a touch with this.
Okay.
Okay, if you do not find a video on the Hack with the channel, you can see the video on my channel also.
Okay.
There also you will get it, or
Yes.
otherwise I will share you the link of Hack Veda channel, where I have
I
uploaded.
have that.
Okay, yeah. Okay then. So in the
Yes.
next class we will connect with more Java programming stuff, and we will practice more question. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.